So something I wouldn't usually admit is what my job is. Or I should say, I wouldn't admit it to complete strangers on sites like YouTube.
Don't worry, I'm not like selling my body on street corners or anything like that. So you can keep watching.
Here's what I really do.
I'm a telemarketer.
That's right, guys. I'm a telemarketer. I'm the person who calls your house during dinner or when you're trying to run out the door. I'm the person that you love to hate. I'm the person who calls you with a promotion that you don't really need.
Seem like a normal person, don't I? No. Telemarketer.
I sell the New York Times newspaper. The thing you face with the New York Times newspaper is that people think it's a little too far to the left. They get all, I guess, up in arms about their political views, and they want to tell me all about it, as if I care. Sometimes I want to be like, hey, I'm just a messenger.
Because that's a valid excuse.
But then I'm kind of afraid I'll have a Lisa Nova's imitation of 300 thing happen to me, and they'll just somehow kick me through the phone. And that would be awkward. My pitch? It goes a little like this. Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm calling from the New York Times newspaper National Edition. How are you doing today? Well, that's great to hear. The reason I'm calling, sir or ma'am, is that we have a wonderful 8-week promotion running in your area. We're actually getting the New York Times National Edition out there for half the price right now. That's only going to be $6.20 per week for all 7 days of the newspaper. All I have to find out, sir, is if you're still on whatever the address happens to be. We spend a lot of our time at work joking about what we would really like to say. I guess it would go a little like this. Hey, I'm Nicole. I'm calling from the New York Times National Edition. I'm calling to offer you this highly overpriced newspaper. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Well, that's if you're into, national news, which is generally depressing, or if you'd like about the same stuff you can get in your local paper. In that case, are you still at whatever address you're at?
I'm not so much trying to be funny as to prove a point.
The thing about being a telemarketer is that people hate you before you even really get to say anything to them. And I understand. I really do. I'm calling people while they're in the middle of dinner. They're trying to feed their kids, or they're trying to put their kids to bed. Or even worse, they're running out the door, they're late for work. But you see, I'm not allowed to stop giving them the promotion, no. I have to continue no matter what you're doing. I'm sorry, sir. You said you're having a heart attack? Well, I'll be real brief then, sir. Here's our promotion. That bugs the crap out of me. The fact that we are required to continue with our promotion, no matter what the case is. The only time we are not required to continue with our promotion is if we reach somebody and they tell us that they are in a retirement facility. Of course, if they tell us they've got strep throat, then we have to continue anyway. Don't get me wrong. My job, it generally pays well. And I need the job because, college kids, they need money, generally. Basically what I do is sit on the phone for 6 to 8 hours a day. I call people, they get mad at me, they yell obscenities. I hang up on them, they hang up on me. Hey, I'm Nicole and I'm calling from click, whichever way it tends to go. I call the next person. I call probably over 600 people a day. I sell maybe 5 to 10 papers. I hear a lot of strange things on the phone as well. I got what I knew to be at least probably about a 5-year-old, and I said, hey, is your mom or dad home? Can I speak with them? I hear the kid run off, I guess looking for her parents, and I hear, Mommy, it's Florida! What really upsets me about all this is I'm a generally nice person. I don't want to be the person that bugs the shit out of them until I make the sale. The fact of the matter is, I'm a little too nice for my job.
I get in trouble probably 20% of the time. You might be wondering how a telemarketer exactly gets in trouble at their job. Let me explain.
What we have at our job are these creepy people called quality assurance. Let me show you what they do, okay? You have the telemarketer sitting in their seat, and they come up behind you and just stand there. They just stand there. They stare down at you, and they just wait. They wait until you get so nerve-wracked by the thought that someone's staring at you that you turn around. And then once you turn around, they go, I'm with quality assurance. Come with me. So you go about your merry way. And they give you a review. Another thing, the do not call list. This is a deceit, a common misconception. You can be on the national do not call list. It doesn't matter. We're still allowed to call you until you tell us that you want to be removed from our list.
Yes, I know this is messed up, but that's how it is.
I would end this video by telling you, next time a telemarketer calls, remember this, be nice to them. But if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't be nice either. In fact, if a telemarketer called me right now, I would probably be just as much as a bitch as people are to me every day. Yes, telemarketers, they are real people. Yes, they have feelings. Yes, maybe you should consider being nice to them, but you probably won't, and we're all really okay with that. I guess everyone's gotta have a crappy day job. That's mine. I kind of just wondered how come I have the energy to come home and make a whole video about telemarketing when I get tired just talking at my job.